Well, good morning to those of you on the West Coast. Good afternoon, those of you on the East Coast. My name is Josh Clark. It's a privilege to be with you today and to serve as your host for today's The Ideal Business webinar panel. I also have the privilege of serving as a vice president for Neolife North America. And today we have an incredible panel of women from all ages, stages of life, and backgrounds all over North America. And they're going to share with us how Neolife has proven to be the ideal business in terms of income, impact, and flexibility. I'm especially excited to bring you this panel at this time for two primary reasons. First of all, today is the 31st of March. On March 8th, earlier this month, we celebrated International Women's Day, and the entire month of March is designated as Women's Month, where we celebrate women's achievements, their contributions. We celebrate the impact that they've had around the world and society, be it social, economic, cultural, political, business. And I myself have been, like all of you, have been greatly impacted by many women, most notably my grandmother, my mother, and my wife. And you're going to hear from my wife here in a little while. It was my mother, though, who inspired me at an early age by her example as a social entrepreneur. She challenged us through her example to find problems in the community and build businesses around providing solutions to those problems. And as a mompreneur, she built a successful business as a mother with 10 children. Imagine that, 10 children. So anyone can do it, can be a successful business owner, even with 10 children. And the second reason why I'm excited that at this time that we have this panel is because of COVID. You know, I know that all of you, we all recognize and have experienced that we live in unprecedented times, but COVID this past year has had an outsized impact on women, according to economic experts around the world. In fact, CNBC had a subtitle. They said the consequences for women could take years to recover from, and we don't have years to wait. Families don't have years to wait. More than 2.4 million have left the workforce since February of 2020. Compare that to fewer than 1.8 million men, bringing the labor participation rates to levels not seen since 1988, according to the International Women's Law Center. In December alone, the losses were 100%. The losses were women's jobs that were lost. Half of female business owners are saying they fear they may have to permanently close their business. And 1 in 4 women are considering leaving the workforce. And so, why is this? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but the nature of many of the jobs that women have held have been industries like hospitality, restaurants, entertainment, retail, all heavily female. And so today, again, I'm excited to hear from a panel of women who aren't just surviving, but they're thriving. They're thriving in business, and they're having, as I mentioned earlier, the example my mother set for me and challenged us, they're having an incredible impact on society while thriving at the same time. So first up, I am excited. We have 12 women with us. And the first we're going to hear from is Charlotte Shelton. She's going to share with us her story as a former banker from Oklahoma. Charlotte, are you there?
Yes, hi. And I'm happy to be here. And I'm Charlotte Shelton, actually from Denison, Texas. And my husband, Chuck, and I married in Dallas, and we were happy to start our life together and had a lot of dreams and goals. He worked for a dental company selling dental equipment. I worked at a large bank, and but we quickly realized that our salaries weren't going to allow us to accomplish our dreams of living in the country and travel. And so early on, he decided to launch out and start his own business. In fact, he started several different businesses, and we also were in a couple of network marketing businesses, but our debt just kept growing. We just kept piling up debt, and as those businesses would fail. And so we were praying, asking God to show us what it is that we need to be doing. And we are so thankful he led us to Neolife. Neolife, first and all, helped better wellness in our life. It helped our families with their wellness and better health. Friends we shared it with. So we kept sharing and growing and building. And 45 years later, our business spans the globe in many different countries around the world. What a blessing it's been to give us that ranch in the country. We enjoyed the freedom of living there, a vacation home in Colorado, travel all over the world, working with amazing people. And what a blessing it's been. And especially now that I lost him 5 years ago, he went home to be with the Lord. But now my health is insured with better health with Neolife products, my finances with residual income, and my hope in the future, because the future has never looked brighter than it is today, especially like you said with last year. We thrived in that economy. And so the future looks so bright. And I'm so grateful for this fabulous company.
Thank you so much, Charlotte, for sharing your story with us. And now we're going to go to a former nursing student, Rebecca Williams, who is also a new mother. So she's also a mompreneur to boot. And so, Rebecca, would you please share with us your story?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hi, I'm Rebecca Williams. I don't know how to top Charlotte's story, but I'll do my best. I live in Big Bear City, California. I'm 26 years old, and I am married to my husband, Casey. He's a firefighter EMT, and he's also in the Marine Corps. We have a 2-month-old son, which has been such a blessing to both of us. Prior to Neolife, I had polycystic ovarian syndrome. So my health, I lost an ovary at 20 years old, and my health took a really left-sided turn. I didn't really know what to do. I experienced hormonal dysfunction. I had weight gain. I was living off of ibuprofen. And not only that, I was in nursing school, so I had a lot of student debt. And when I met my husband, Casey, he was my boyfriend at the time, but his mom, she told me about cellular health and the business opportunity as well. I was very skeptical, but after 3 months of taking the products, I had insane results. And since then, I have grown my business to Emerald Director size, which is a blessing to us and our family. I am able to all of the credit card debt I had is gone, and I'm able to pay my student loans successfully. And just having Neolife in my life has given me so much excitement about my future. I see good health. I see more children along the way, and I see financial stability. My ultimate goal is to retire my husband from his current job as a firefighter, have him home with me so that we can be home together as a family, and he can help me with my business so that we have less time apart. So
that's awesome. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing your story. How incredible is that? And what's neat is you were able to go straight from college to the workforce. To being a business owner. Then you skipped the workforce, went straight from college to owning your own business and thriving with it. So congratulations. Thank you for sharing that story. And next, we're going to go to Josephine Marangu in Virginia, a former respiratory therapist who is crushing it in the business with an international business around the world. Josephine. Whoops, we got to get you unmuted there, Josephine. Hang on a second. If you'll just unmute yourself. There you go.
Yes. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, whenever you're calling from. Yes, my name is Josephine Marango, and thank you, Josh, for introducing me. I'm calling from Virginia. I am a mother and a grandmother, and I'm also a retired respiratory care practitioner. As you all know, being in the healthcare field, we work long hours. So my former job, I used to work long hours. And also currently I was exposed to chemicals. My health was very, very challenging. But 10 months ago, I was introduced to Neolife by my own sister who knew my health challenges. And before Neolife, my life was very, very difficult with a lot of asthma attacks, diabetes, and all kind of problems. However, after using the core products, when I decided to join Neolife, my health was reversed. And I discovered as soon as I gained my energy, my everything, I discovered this is a home business as a mother I can do, and as a grandmother, well, taking care of my grandchildren. And I started doing it. I started sharing, first of all, using my products, sharing the opportunity with my friends and family who I knew had the same challenges. And now I have a big organization and we have a team blessing here in North America where we are changing a lot of lives. And to me, Neolife has given me a positive impact in my life, physically and also financially. I have security now because when I lost my job because of sickness, 2014, I lost all the finances. And now I have a hope in Neolife. It has given me opportunity to meet with incredible friends. Neolife family is a place where everyone would want to be. And as I continue to grow my business, I've seen my finances grow, which is encouraging me so much, knowing that because my dream is to have financial freedom and have a debt-free home, which I'm working for. And my journey now is to help my team, my entire team to grow. And as they grow, I will also grow. Right now, within 10 months, I am a Sapphire Director on team member, which I became, I think, within 6 months. And I'm looking forward to grow the business, touch many lives, because we have businesses in UK, Canada, Kenya, and other parts of the country. And my inspiration is to see many people getting changed, many people's lives getting changed and impacted financially and physically. And I know personally, I am going to do this business, and I would encourage that everyone join us do this business and change lives, live healthy and happier lives. And it is a business anyone can do. If a grandmother can do it, all of us can do it. And it's easy, time freedom to spend with your family, and you just do it at your own time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Josephine, for sharing your incredible story. And now we're going to go down south on the East Coast, and we're going to hear from Chelsea Clark, my amazing wife. I'm so grateful for her. She's a former online reseller. Chelsea?
Hi, well, it's good to be on this call. Thank you. What an honor. So for me, I began this journey about 20 years ago. And so I began it before I had children. And so I want to speak on why this is the ideal business as a mother and a busy mother or busy woman, because I think I took for granted actually what I had. Of course, having my previous business, that required a lot of time and, searching and packaging and selling. And then we look at Neolife, and it just was such a perfect fit for me as a mom. First of all, to be able to be at home, raise my children. And then I realized, I am taking this for granted, because the pain that I saw, and really that point of realizing so many other moms need this, and being able to help moms during my busy schedule and just fit it in. I'm in the car right now. I've been out at kids events and just with, a prayer meeting with my other women, and I can just do this in every part of life. It's just a lifestyle. And so when I realized how many other women I can help achieve financial freedom, achieve that freedom to be home with their children, and that's what I get so excited about. And to see what the lifestyle that it has given Josh and I and our children, not only great health and healthy children, but my health, but also that it is the relationships that we've gotten through this business and helping other families and other moms. And so I joke around, but in all seriousness, I look for busy people. I look for busy moms. And I'm just so excited about the future, because as I watch new leaders step up in our team and new moms who are so busy and never thought it was possible to achieve that kind of financial freedom and success. My passion even grows. Even though 2 decades into this, I'd say I'm more passionate about the day I started, and I'm more passionate now than ever. So, you guys, this is the ideal business for a mother. Not only will it change your family's health, but it'll change your finances. So it's that change your health and your wealth. So I cannot wait to see all the future moms and lives that will be touched through the Neolife opportunity.
Thank you, honey. That is my beautiful wife, Chelsea. And next, we're going to go to California to hear from a teacher. And in fact, y'all, we did a whole webinar a while back on how this is the ideal business for a lot of different teachers. And so, Elizabeth, we're so excited to have you representing the teachers. Can you share with us and why and how this has been the ideal business for you and your family?
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Correa. I go by Ellie. I am 31 years old, and I'm happily married for 2.5 years, and we have a 17-month son. He is a joy to our life. But yes, so I've been a special ed teacher, like Josh said, and I've been part of Neolife for 15 years. I was introduced when I was a young child, so it's really been a blessing for me. And after seeing the benefits of the products and what I've done in my life and my family, I really truly believe that these products can do wonders. And so starting to share this story, starting to share with others, was just really a blessing. And it just came natural to just kind of start sharing it with others. And in addition to that, we started getting financially blessings as well. So as a teacher, it's very nice to get additional income as well. And then also just being I'm working, but being a stay-at-home mom has always been in the back of my mind, having our son. So it's always kind of hard to do that. But I remember the first day I went back to work, it was just not a pretty sight. When my son was born, being a mother has changed me. And so I just want to be able to spend time with him, have that time freedom, have financial freedom. So my husband always tells me either you will cry about it or you will be about it. So let's do something about it. So John Paul is definitely the motivation to keep us going and to achieve our goals, to get that extra income, and hopefully one day, God willing, be able to replace it. So we are excited about the future. As educators, we try to plug in our business with Neolife on our days off, on the weekends, any free time that we have. We try to just make the best out of it and get those opportunities there. So we're excited about the future. We're Elmo directors, and God willingly, we'll be able to stay at home mom and more children if God wills. Thank you.
That's awesome, Ellie. Thank you for sharing your story. And you are well on your way to quitting your job. We're so excited about your success. And next, we're going to go to Laverne Smith, also on the West Coast, really all over the world. Laverne Smith is a former farmer's wife. Laverne?
I'm there. Hi.
There you are. Please share with us your story.
Hi, Josh. Well, I'm Laverne Smith from Hume Lake Christian Camps in California. I was born and grew up in South Africa, and I come from a large family of 8 children. And then married my husband, Louis, who was a farmer at that time. And everything seemed wonderful on the outside. But I was doing the farm books, and every year I saw things getting worse and worse financially. And on top of that, we were having strikes. We would send trucks in 2 different directions, and we would get a phone call and say that they had collided. And then, so we had found ourselves in our own jail. We couldn't go away for a weekend. We had no family time. We had no common goals. When I wanted to do anything, I was told, no, I need more tomatoes, or I need another tractor, or we need to build another dam. And so we were being pulled apart, whether we liked it or not. And then we were offered Neolife. And that's when everything changed. It became a business where you actually get a paycheck for self-development. You get, you're meeting new friends. We started seeing life in a whole new realm. We started dreaming together, putting goals down together, traveling together, having family time. And it was just an incredible journey. And the future for us, what we see for ourselves and for the team and anyone out there, is that if you're needing something to get you back on your feet, Neolife is the answer, because it gives you the financial freedom, it gives you time to travel, it gives you all the things I've already mentioned. But on top of that, it just gives you a fulfillment and a meaning in life. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Laverne. Your story is so inspirational. And also the fact that your husband you spoke of is a cancer survivor today, that y'all are in great health and thriving with international businesses like so many others around the world. So thank you for your incredible contribution. And next, we're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee, and hear from Nicole Blaine, homeschool mother, busy lady, who's also crushing it. Nicole, will you share with us your story?
Yes, thank you, Josh, for having me. Hello, everyone. I'm Nicole Blaine. We just live right outside Nashville, Tennessee. I'm married to my wonderful college sweetheart, and together we have 6 children, 5 girls and 1 boy. And before starting Neolife, we had been product users for 15 years. Neolife changed my health around. Before I was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling 6 children. So like Josh said, busy. I had no college degree. I went to college, but did not finish college. That's where I met Alan. And I had no past professional career of any kind. And also, I never saw myself as a leader. I was insecure. I had low self-confidence. And Alan and I, when we were married, I hated seeing all the stress, he was under. He was working all the time before Neolife. He was missing the kids' sports, their games, important, holidays, sometimes our anniversary, which I know, horrible, right? Although he was making a good amount of money, but it was just taking a toll on him, on our marriage, his health. It was majorly stressing him out. And I think a lot of people can relate with that. He wanted a way out, but we also wanted something that we could do together. And I'm so thankful that I started this business 6 years ago. After 16 months, he was able to quit his job and do this full time with me. And now, he has more time with the family. He's not missing, the kids' sports, their special moments, our anniversary, which I'm so grateful. I now have more confidence because of the self-development in this business. We get paid what we're worth, and I love that. We also get recognized, which is a good feeling. We can sleep in if we want. We, get to take our business anywhere. We can I can do my business anywhere, and I love that. We get to travel to exotic locations with our friends, and we love that. And we get to do all this while getting healthier. So, and also there's no headaches with payroll, which we absolutely love as well. And, we see our future. We're super excited about our future because we see it stable and secure, as we get to help other families around the world. We see people's lives radically changed, not only financially, but health-wise. And we also are creating a legacy, and this is something that we can pass down to our children. We get to see ourselves less stressed, which is nice. And we have more time for each other, which makes our marriage red hot. We are creating incredible memories and more memories to come while, traveling to places on Neolife's dime, of course. And like I said, making a huge impact in other people's lives. And we're doing, all this, well, like I mentioned, thanks to Neolife, getting healthier with incredible products that we've been so blessed with. And, I just see our future as us rocking it as grandparents, having the energy, to chase our grandchildren around and not having to worry about retirement at all. Thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Nicole, for sharing your story with us. And now we're going to go to down to Georgia, and we're going to hear from Dr. Amanda Smith, a pharmacist. Amanda, can you share with us your story?
Thank you, Josh. My name is Amanda Smith, and I live in Oakwood, Georgia. married to my wonderful husband, Tom, and we are a blended family with 4 children, 4 teenage children. So busy mom. But I've been practicing pharmacy for a little over 20 years now, and being in the healthcare industry for that long, I can definitely say that I've seen firsthand the impact and the increase in chronic disease and inflammatory processes in the body, more autoimmune diseases, more cancer, more diabetes, just to name a few. And the link that is between that and our decreased our lack of nutrition and increased processed foods. And so when we were introduced to Neolife a little over 2 years ago, I was totally intrigued by the products. I did my research and was blown away by the science behind those products. And I knew as a healthcare professional that this is exactly what our bodies need to function the way that God intended them to. So that being said, we immediately started our family on the products, and I could tell you stories for hours just from what I've experienced and seen with health transformations. But when we talk about the business, I want to tell you that once you see the value of these products, it's just a no-brainer. It's all started for Tom and I at a team retreat where we went away for the weekend where we knew no one, but we actually got to see and hear the genuine hearts and stories of health transformations and got to know the people in this community. And we knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that that's something that we wanted to be a part of. That's the people that we wanted to journey through life with. And these are the people that we wanted our kids to be around. And so when you talk about the opportunities in this business and the time freedom, as a pharmacist working in the industry, working for corporate America, I have missed out on a lot of opportunities with family and friends. And I know as I get older, the value of that time lost. And so the time freedom that this business offers is just invaluable. I look forward to being able to experience more of that time freedom. I can tell you that the supplemental income is awesome, but that's not the end all be all to this. I think that the travel we've experienced so far is just the tip of the iceberg as to what we plan on experiencing with this community in Neolife and the impact that you have on the health of others. I mean, that's the reason I went into the healthcare industry, but the impact you have with this business and this opportunity is beyond anything I could have ever imagined. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I think that the business opportunity that Neolife offers, the personal growth and development, the time freedom, the income, the travel, it's just, there's so much value that you can't afford not to consider this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Amanda, Dr. Smith, for sharing your story with us. Powerful as a healthcare professional. And now we're going to go up to Canada and we're going to hear from Nada St. Germain, a former police officer. Nada?
Thank you so much for having me, Josh. Listening to all your stories, so inspiring. And, when I looked at Neolife over 33 years ago, I was working as a police officer in Toronto. I thought it was going to be a great career. My husband and I made this decision that, we're going to eventually buy a house in the country and start a family. But it was very hard to see this. My job was very stressful. I had a lot of fatigue issues, severe PMS, and my mom was really struggling with her health. And, after working shift work at my career, I really started to not like my job. I remember driving into work and just not wanting to be there. I remember on night shift driving in, and sometimes I would even pull over and start to cry because I just knew that I was going to a place where I just didn't want to be. And when I was introduced to Neolife, it was mainly for health reasons, for energy, my mom's health, and we got introduced to the products, not understanding the industry, not understanding that there was a business opportunity. And I just couldn't see myself as a business person, but the tax savings was something that interested me. And I just started to share the products with family, friends, and the results were incredible. Then the business, that's when I really realized that this was a way out. This was a way that I could build something for my future, start a family, buy our dream home in the country, and have time freedom. And that's what this business has given us. Both my husband and I left our jobs, started our family. My boys are now 21 and 23. And all the time I spent with my boys, I was, involved in all their sporting activities and basketball, football. The time freedom was something that you can never, ever take back. And so grateful that I had that opportunity to work from home and just just have that freedom to really make a difference, and having a purpose and truly being able to have an impact in people's lives has been the best journey. So grateful for this opportunity. Again, the time freedom aspect, but having a purpose and truly make an impact in your own family's health and with people all over the world. And my business is going international now. So grateful for that. So thank you for sharing my story, Josh.
Thank you for sharing your story with us and being on this panel with us. And next, we're going to go all the way to Colorado. And we're going to hear from Polly Morrow, who's been practicing dermatology now for, in fact, with a dual career, international business here with Neolife and doing also what she loves, the dermatology. Polly, would you please share with us your story?
Sure. Thank you, Josh. Good morning, everybody. I am joining you here from Boulder, Colorado. I live here with my husband, Greg, and my two amazing boys who are 11 and 14. I have been practicing dermatology for 22 years now and love what I do. I love dermatology. The only problem is, in healthcare, seeing patients, I am confined to the four walls of that building. I need patients to walk in the front door and see them in person and to do business that way. And I love that part of it, but doing that keeps me away from my kids and my family. I miss soccer games. I can't be home to get the kids off the bus from school. And so because of that, it creates a problem where I really want to be with my family. And my Neolife business offers me the flexibility of having more time with family. And especially with this call being about females and females in business, I definitely understand the struggles of trying to do it all, trying to contribute to your family and be a great mom and be there for all the kids' events and be a great wife. It's a struggle that a lot of females have. And with Neolife, I have been able to cut back to part-time in the dermatology world and build my Neolife business. So it adds financially to our family and allows me to have my family as part of my business. My husband and I can work together. The kids love being involved. It's such a family-friendly business. And also it really gets me out in the community. I'm able to share Neolife with friends and family and neighbors and talk about it and even offer a business opportunity for other females so they can have that same ability to have time to hopefully do it all, or at least strive to. And that has been a really big change in my life as far as adding that value to my family and to my life with the community. So it's been pretty amazing. And for the future, I look forward to the kids getting more involved and understanding entrepreneurial businesses and to be able to create this wonderful thing from the Neolife business. And so I look forward to the future with that. And my Neolife business is so special to me because of that flexibility and the involvement with the community and just being able to spend time with my family. So thank you for letting me share my story.
Thank you for sharing your story. And it's so cool to see your boys now a part of your business there. And ladies, and those of you who are watching this, ladies and men who are watching and learning as well, the skincare, Polly knows obviously skincare as a practicing dermatology, and she loves our Nutrients Organic Skincare line, as she's done a number of sessions on that in the past. So got to check that out, coming from a professional's endorsement there, Polly's. So, all right, next we're going to go and we're going to hear from another healthcare professional. We're going to go out to California and hear from Barbara Chichester. Barbara, will you share with us your story?
Yes, greetings from Southern California. My name is Barbara Chichester. I'm a registered nurse with specializing in gerontology. I listened to everyone's story and how amazing. My journey began before Neolife. I was a single mom raising two little babies, boys, and I was determined to keep the family stable. I felt guilty that I didn't have, I had to do it alone, and I still had to keep them together, and plus families and patients, etc. I became very stressed. honestly really, really stressed. When I had to go in at nighttime, get the kids, wake them up, bundle them up, put them on the floor in my office, it was really a struggle. Then I decided, then my bills, I mean, I want them to have a good life. I want to send them to school and pay for private school. But if financially, it drained me. So I was drained on both sides. Family had for patients themselves and the staff. It was very overwhelming. But I didn't want to give up. And the reason why is because I didn't want my boys to grow up and thinking that I failed as a mother. So I had to put all my energy there. Then I met Bob Pearson and Dean Vandenberg, and they shared a solution with me. And the solution was feeling better. So I tried the product, whole food products from Neolife. And let me tell you, what a great blessing. I had more energy, never looked at the business. And this was 25 years ago because I was not interested, but I shared my energy and people saw my energy with others and I got rewarded. I got a residual income. Didn't know what all that was all about, but I was grateful to have it. And then as the business grew, it became more exciting. Energy was bursting, so that was great. And let me tell you, to have family members share the journey with you, but also creating more learning, meeting more people. So finally, I realized I want to do this as a business. So I am still working full-time as a registered nurse, but doing the business part-time. And I'm Sapphire Director, and I'm really excited, building a team and the personal growth. So the future is exciting. I want the team to be not where I am, because whatever their journey is, but I want us to travel. I miss going to different retreats and meeting each one of you. I really, really, really miss it. So I'm looking forward for the team to go on the journey with me. And let me tell you, the tax incentives is incredible. So the future is bright. I want us to journey and come on the ride with us. Thank you, Joss.
Thank you so much, Barbara, for sharing your story with us. And we are going to travel. We have lots of travel ahead, y'all, as the world opens back up. We're headed to Palm Springs and then Grand Cayman Islands. So if you are listening to these amazing entrepreneurs, these women are crushing it in business, you can soon be traveling with them as well. Now, last but not least, we're going to go a little further south there on the West Coast, and we're going to hear from Debbie Plouffe, who is a former teacher. Debbie.
Hi, Josh. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here with all these wonderful ladies today. Some great stories. I am Debbie, and I live in Clovis, California with my husband, Bob. And as far back as I can remember, I'd always wanted to be a teacher to impact lives and make a difference. And I really identify a lot with what Ellie shared. I spent 30 years in the education field between public school, homeschooling, and charter school. Well, about 11 years ago, I was introduced to Neolife for some health support that I wanted. And through using the product and sharing with others, we started to just earn some extra money, and we wanted nothing to do with the business. And so I remember asking Laverne, what is this check? And she goes, well, it's from sharing the product. So those checks started to grow, and enough to where working at part-time alongside teaching, we were able to go on some wonderful family vacations. We helped pay for our kids' college. I even helped with some money towards the purchase of a new home. And we started to really look at, could this be some hope for our financial concerns for retirement years? Because we had served in ministry for 17 years. And at the same time, I started to get dissatisfied with my job. So there are a lot of parallel things happening. I felt overworked, underpaid. I was maxed out on my pay scale. I hadn't had a raise in several years, and there was no hope for one in the future. So Bob and I decided, let's give this a shot. And I really worked hard building our business while teaching, to the point where it matched my teaching salary. And within a couple of years, I eventually stepped down from teaching. So Ellie, there's hope. It's there. Keep going. And within the year, it surpassed my teaching salary and has consistently done that since I stepped down. And this past year, I shared with Josh, I gave myself a $1,100 raise through Neolife. That never happens teaching in a year. And then in September, unfortunately, due to COVID, my husband was laid off from his job. And we had to leave our community and our friends and move to Clovis. And we are so grateful for Neolife and that we took that decision and followed what the Lord wanted us to do with me quitting teaching, because it is now one of our primary sources of income. And we are so grateful that it's sustaining us through this time and it's continuing to grow. It's giving us hope for our financial retirement years. And as so many ladies mentioned, the travel is just unbelievable. The travel and the time freedom that you get to spend with your family, especially now that we have a brand new granddaughter. So we're very, very grateful and blessed to have Neolife in our lives.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie, for sharing your story, and congratulations on going full time. And I know your husband was telling me recently that he loves working with you and for you. So what an incredible story. So, all right, folks. Well, we're going to wrap this up. What an incredible privilege it's been to be with these amazing ladies, really heroes in their communities and even around the world, as they've shared something that they're passionate about. And they've taken that forward to pay it forward and to share it with others. And if you can see yourself possibly starting your own business for less than $100 and having a business where you can share something you're also passionate about and enjoying all the things that they've talked about, everything from freedom and income and impact and flexibility, then please get back with the person who invited you to be here today. And I know they'd be happy to answer any questions you have. They could share with you resources, other resources that we have, from videos and audios and trainings to help you succeed in this business. But the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the very first step. So I hope that you, again, will get back with them and get started. And they can also invite you into our Ideal Business online community, where you'll get to hear so many other stories just like this and other panels with lots of other women as well who are crushing it in business and enjoying their best year, their best months, their best year. So again, get back with them. And if you decide to get started, I can't wait to celebrate your success. And perhaps I'll get to see you at a future Getting Started training. So take care and God bless. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. Bye-bye.